Hello, this is Transformers fan G138, and I'm here with a video review of the high-grade Gundam Wing Zero Custom from the anime series Wing Gundam Wing, something like that. Anyway, Wing Zero, this is the Endless Waltz edition. So he's got the bird angel type wings. I like this design a little bit better than the normal Wing Zero design. I don't have the Wing Zero design, but I like this one better. So I bought this one. Let's get this straight right now. I absolutely hated the anime. Sorry for any of those who like it. I just hated it. I hated the anime. I hated the movie. Yeah. I really like this design as Gundam, but I hate how they used it in the show. So this kit itself is a lot more basic than either of the other two I have, which is the Shining Gundam and the 00 Gundam Riser, also movie edition. And to be honest, completely honest, it's got about 1/3 the parts these two have. Wing Zero has about 1/3 the parts these guys had. These each had like 5 or 6 trees of plastic pieces. This guy had 4, including the parts for the joints and the wings. The 4 wings here took up one entire tree. So yeah. And he's got some weak joints too. These legs are really hollow. They're only 2 pieces. The foot is 1 piece. It's got a lot fewer pieces than either of the other two do. I counted. I think like Shining Gundam has like 12 pieces in his legs. I think I counted this guy's got like 5. So yeah, he's got about 1/3 the parts. His guns are cool. This is the first one I actually had with guns. The other two, I guess his swords are double as guns, but these are nice rifles from the show and the anime, the movie, whatever. They do clip together to form the large double barrel rifle, which he can then hold. I did have an issue with the joints on this guy, so what I did is I went through and put a layer of super glue on everything and then let it dry before I reassembled it and tightened up the joints. Also, the detail on this guy is sorely lacking, especially in the legs. There's like no contrast. The tops of his feet here are supposed to be white, but where in the other Gundams they actually used other pieces to put in there. This one relies on painting if you want that. It's got a really limited joint here. It's just a single ball and socket joint in there. As far as the hands go, they're terrible. They're made out of the same soft plastic as the joints are, which they're fine for the joints, but not for the hand. And the sockets for the hand are just poor, so it can barely support the weapon. So I also put a heavy layer of super glue on those. As far as the mobility goes, it's pretty good. He's got a hinge here. It swivels at the base of just above the elbow, and the elbow's here. No double joint, so this is as far as it can go. The wrist. So for the looks, it's awesome. Functionality, it's not so much. The front skirt does move up together and does not have the 2 balls inside, so you can't. I just realized how bad that sounded. So you can't separate it like you can with Shining Gundam. So that's a disappointment for me on this guy a little bit. I mean, realistically, his legs don't move that much anyway. Especially in the anime, his legs don't move a lot. They kind of just hang there and flop. So yeah, the wings, awesome movement. It's got hinges, 2 places, as well as swivels. Bottom wings, up, down, around, back. These wings can go fold out in front for the shield mode as well. Which is always cool. And these wings can still whoosh out back, which is amazing. So the design, I like the looks of it. The functionality, not so much. This is the cheapest one I bought. I'll give it that. I paid $16 and change for this guy, brand new on Amazon. I paid $44 for 00 in Disney World, so overpriced, and I paid $25 for this guy. This guy was awesome. 00 is awesome. This guy's pretty good, but for 16 bucks, I'm not going to complain too much. I like the looks of the design. It looks great on my shelf. This has not happened before tonight. I don't know why this is doing this to me now. Just to spite me, I believe. Love the overall design. Love the looks of it. It's a little bit hard to balance with the wings, but I have him on the stand. Also, he does not have a peg. He does not have a peg for him to clip onto a normal stand. So you really do need one of the extra stands. The I don't know what they're called, with the prongs that wrap around the hip joints. That works. I have one of those still from, I believe I did a review of it. It's translucent. Anyway, as far as the accessories, this guy is seriously lacking compared to the others. Shining Gundam had all his super mode parts. 00 had all the weapons and the extra and the riser. This guy and the beam sabers. This guy has 2 beam sabers, like solid piece. They're not transparent. They're meant to be painted. I haven't got around to painting them yet, because I'll be also painting the feet. So yeah, these slide into his hands. They look a little ridiculous with his trigger finger out there, but they're the only hands he has to hold them. He does come with other hands, which are ridiculous. These hands just look terrible, unless he's just like flopping around, not doing anything. But for poses, this hand is terrible. His fists are okay. Those are cool. They look a little thin though when he has them in his on, and they're made out of that soft plastic that's hard to grip, and it just, when you put something heavy in his hand, instead of staying there like it should, it starts drooping, which is why I put the super glue on these. I have them mostly holding the 2 rifles, so it doesn't affect me too much. Yeah, there is a problem with the rifles though. If you want him to hold all the way down in the hand, so his finger actually wraps around the trigger, you have to have it, I'm holding it like this. So to have him hold it properly, his trigger finger can't even be near the trigger. I tend to have him hold it like this, just because then there's no drooping, and it looks kind of neat. This hand I don't have a problem with. It's the other hand, even super glued, it's got some issues. So this is the one I usually off to the side, like this. This one's like, you know, I've usually got the wings out, he's on my stand, he's got the legs all posed. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like kill you now with this blaster. So yeah, it's a fun little model kit. This took me about an hour and a half while watching the X-Files. Great show, by the way. So yeah, hour and a half. The others, while watching like Burn Notice, I think, took me about, I don't know, with the painting I did on Shining Gundam, probably about 6 hours, and because 00 was my first, probably about 6 hours as well. So this guy, yeah, it's partly experience, but realistically, he had so many few parts on him that what do I want to say there? Enough less parts that it was so simple. Also, he does come with 2 of these, if I didn't mention that. And his stickers, they're not perfect at all. I have a few, and I didn't do panel lining, I never do it, but I think that would help out the legs a lot for contrast purposes. Like, these guys don't really need it because they have other colors to break it up. Like, this guy's got the gray stickers and the kneecaps and the red, and you know, like the gray inside. This guy's got enough to break it up. This guy's got the blue caps, he's got the black on the feet. He's got enough to break up that white, and here he's just like no presented detail, no natural detail at all. So I don't know, panel lining was probably good for this guy, but I won't be doing it. I think he looks perfectly fine as soon as I paint the feet, and probably the beam sabers, although I won't have him hold it. The other 2 got that covered. The only other thing I want to talk about is the box, which is here. Let's see, you got the front, which, you know, endless waltz, him in his beam mode. Oh, I did not talk about this. Because he lacks the posability that either the other 2 do on his shoulders, he can't actually hold the beam gun together. That's why they give you this, which is bent over and angled inward. Basically, it swaps out the chest plate, but it's realistically not a pose I care about at all. He used it like once, and you know, I'd rather have him hold the 2 individual ones than the larger one anyway. It's just my personal preference. So yeah, it's there if you want it. It's probably, I don't know, 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pieces and a sticker. So, yeah. Still doesn't come near the part count that the others do. It's cool. I like it. Would I spend more than $16 on this? No. That's why I bought it when it went cheaper on Amazon. It was like $25 for the longest time, and then I saw it, I'm like, oh, $16, I'll pick it up now. And I enjoy the looks of it. I would enjoy putting it together longer, kind of like the others. I want to be an engineer, so putting it together is kind of fun. Seeing how things fit together is one of my hobbies, I guess you would say. Yeah. So it's nice. I like the overall design in the end. A little simplistic, which is fine. It's a model kit. It's designed to be on display, not be played with, so it works out well. It looks awesome, especially with the other 2. I usually display them with this guy down below, this guy over here, and this guy up in the air with his wings extended. Yeah, it's just it. The main Gundams from 2 different series there, and then the first gun. Yeah, whatever. You get the picture if you know what Gundam is. I don't have to explain that. Anyway, they're cool. I like them. I think that's all I have. Shining Gundam's my man. 00 is awesome. This design looks awesome. It's great. I recommend it. Don't overpay for it. If you're interested in 00, I just checked on Amazon. This exact model kit is going for like $150 right now. So, retrospectively, my $44 is not that wasted. This guy is still about $30. My next purchase is probably going to be Master Gundam and Fun Psyche. But that's just because I like the Master Gundam design. And Funseki, kind of the same price if I was just to get to Master Gundam by himself. So, yeah, that'll be good because it's the nice and, the natural enemy of this guy. And maybe down the line I'll get God Gundam, and I got a few others I like. So, and they hardly take up any space, so it's nice. Well, I believe that's it for me. If you have any questions about Wing Zero Custom, please let me know, and I'll get back to you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you around. Thanks for watching.